Hello, my name is Asanti Hermanstein, and I am the Family Advocacy Program Coordinator for the 1st Brigade. Today's topic will be focusing on warning sign of an unhealthy relationship. So, no relationship is perfect and people make mistakes. But if you feel like you are being treated badly, you probably are. Listen to your guts. Healthy relationship make you feel good about yourself. Unhealthy relationship, you do not. So the purpose of this class is if we can be able to better identify an unhealthy relationship and seek help, and also be mindful of the relationship we allowed ourselves to be attached to. Nearly 1.5 million high school students nationwide experience physical abuse from a dating partner in a single year. 1 in 3 girls in the US is a victim of physical, emotional, or verbal abuse from a dating partner. Only 33% of teens who were in abusive relationship ever told anyone about the abuse. 81% of parents believe teen dating violence is not an issue or admit they don't know if it is an issue. 50% of young people who experience rape or physical or sexual abuse will attempt to commit suicide. Unhealthy relationship can be identified through characteristics such as dishonesty. Dishonesty has to do with something without trust, not believing one's feelings, opinion, not supportive of one's friends, activities, or goals. Disrespect comes in the form of verbally rude, talking down, not being respectful for their time, their friends, their family, work, schoolwork. An example, your partner gives you the silent treatment. The silent treatment can leave one feeling hurt, powerless, invisible. Another example, your partner flirts with others. That is disrespectful to you and to your relationship for someone to cross that boundary, and it can be a red flag for things to come. Poor communication, unwilling to talk openly about relationship issues without a fight or not talk about problems at all. Not listening to or understanding one another's thoughts, feelings, or opinions. Another one, hostility, not verbal, body language, grabbing somebody item without asking, slamming the locker, driving reckless when you with that person. Control, one partner think their desire are more important. One partner makes all the decision and tell the others what to do, what to wear, who they could be around with, basically to control your free time. Intimidation, looking across the room, telling your friends to stay away, threaten to hurt themselves, or threaten to hurt somebody. And then we have the violence, which is the physical, the emotional, and the sexual, which we will be discussing on the next slides. In a healthy relationship, people trust and respect each other. They talk about things that are important to each other. They support each other's goals. They can disagree and accept their differences. They are okay being together and being apart. Abuse occurs in many forms. Although it is not always easy to recognize an abusive relationship, knowing some of the signs can help. Also, abuse can happen to anyone. Identifying the types of abuse. Physical abuse is intentionally causing physical harm to another person. This is obviously sign of abuse. Example of abuse are hitting, biting, choking, pinching, and kicking, or even burning. Emotional abuse is the non physical mistreatment of a person. This is where the abuse break down their victim's self esteem to the point where they feel worthless. Digital abuse is the use of technology such as texting and social media. Stalking is also common within a violent relationship or after a violent relationship has ended. It is also occur without a violent relationship being present. For example, gifts or notes being left on a victim's car or in a victim's locker might be sending the message that the abuser know where they are and can reach them whenever they want. Sexual abuse. Sexual abuse is a crime, no matter who commits it or where it happened, and it involves unwanted sex behavior by one person towards another. Some abusive relationship can be include sexual abuse. This can also look like when your partner pressure you into having sex or demands that you share sexual pictures or videos with them. Anytime a dating partner forces you into sexual activities without your consent, that is a sexual assault and it is never okay. One way to visualize the dynamic of abuse is with a power and control wheel. This wheel represents what a violent teen dating relationship look like. Power and control are in the center of the wheel. The spokes of the wheel tactics are what an abuser uses to instill fear in a partner. Physical and sexual violence often occur less frequently but hold it all together. This violence is the rim of the wheel. Examples of the tactics include denying the abuse happened or blaming the victim for the abuse, emotional abusing a partner by making them feel like they are crazy, using intimidation such as destroying properties, abusing pets, or displaying weapons, using social status like making all the decisions, acting like the master of the castle, being the one to define men or woman roles, isolating the partner, controlling where the victim goes and who they see, using sex like making threats to get sex from them, making threats to hurt the partner or threaten to harm themselves, peer pressure like threaten to expose someone weakness or spread rumors like telling lies about an individual pair. How can you tell if a relationship might turn from unhealthy to abusive? Here are a few red flags. Does the person ever hit, shove, kick, or throw things at you? Does the person constantly criticize you, your intelligence, and or your self-worth? Does the person insist that everything is your fault? Afraid to disagree? Act really jealous of you, especially when other people try to talk to you? Feel like you have to ask for permission? Does the person make threats against you or someone you care about? Try to keep you from having any friends, especially friends they might see as potential romantic competition? Have problem controlling the temper, even if it's not direct at you? Does the person insist that you have to do something sexual that you don't want to do, even when you have told them no? Does the person afraid to talk to you about certain subject unless they are in a good mood? If you suspect an unhealthy relationship from a friend or someone you know, it can be difficult to know what to do. You may want to help, but be afraid of losing that friend. Here are a few tips to help you talk to your friend. Your friend is the only person who can decide to change their unhealthy behavior or whether or not they want to be in that unhealthy relationship. But there are things you can do to encourage them to respect their friends and the person they are dating. You do not need to turn against your friend, but you can help by talking to them about having a healthier relationship. Learn the warning signs of abuse so you can help them recognize their unhealthy behavior. Remind your friends that they deserve respect, honesty, and good communication in a relationship. Be there to support them. Be a patient listener. Give information about resources in your community regarding relationships. If a relationship is unhealthy, a teen may have low self esteem, be depressed, losing focus, using drugs or alcohol, giving up on all social and school activities, eating disorders, thoughts of suicide, and violent behavior. If you know someone who is in an unhealthy relationship, after the relationship is terminated, your safety depends on not having contact with the offender, which include not talking to or meeting with the offender. If you find yourself in a dangerous situation, possible to keep them calm, then call the police. Have the support of family and friends. Talk private with family or friends. Don't tell other people without your friend's permission. Give them your attention and believe them. Be respectful of your friend's decisions. How to end an unhealthy relationship? Tell a trusted adult. The more isolated you are, the more controlling your partner has over you. Keep important numbers in a safe location as well. Resources for teens involved in abusive relationship include the following: Break the Cycle, Love is Respect, Teen Dating Abuse Helpline, That's Not Cool, The Safe Place, Power and Control Wheel, and Teen Safety Plan. Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate that you take the time to be here and listen to my presentation.